very strange concept in general. It is very strange because we all want it, but at the same time we do everything not to get it. I would argue in general loyalty is something you deserve as the outcome of all the things we do as retailers in general. We can develop a kind of understanding, customer by customer, how much they are contributing to our business. And I think that's more what we should be after. So the lifetime value, I would say, as a principle is great, but you need to make it tangible. And the way, actually, the strategy to make it tangible is asking yourself, do I give every single customer the proposition that I can give to them in the full context of retail? And the full context of retail is more than offers. It is also the way I offer. It is the services. It is the privileges that I give to people. If you would look at all the loyalty models that you see around, you would combine them into one loyalty model and then say, this is the best I can get. So this is what I can learn from airline companies. This is what I can learn from coffee companies. This is what I can learn from food retailers. This is what I can learn from Amazon, which I think is a great company in the way they're actually getting people into their ecosystem and never leaving the ecosystem. Add it all up and ask yourself, do I then combine it to one set of propositions, to one set of to one typical approach to customers that will suit them best? And then I get back to Stuart's contribution to today. I think what we should try to do is individualize it as much as we can. And we can, because we know, based by all the data that we get available today, not only what people want, but also what people do. And the combination of what they want and what they do actually triggers you in understanding what kind of benefits that we provide to them are just spot on and what kind of benefits are not of any interest. And then every single customer is one. And it doesn't mean that we need to have 40 million different benefits for 40 million French people buying in each of your stores. But actually you should have a combination of benefits that is just spot on. It's something that we call a benefit box. And pick those that are just right for every single customer and allow yourself then to provide a context and a content that is right on and actually will build much more of loyalty than just a coupon. But I would say in general, step one is that the richness of all the data that we have available allows us to make far, far better decisions than we take today. The difficulty is these decisions are not always taken by humans, they're taken by machines. And like Stuart was saying, you need to trust that the algorithms and that the data and that the machines will allow us to at least support the decision making, but actually in I would say a quick point of time, wouldn't take us longer than 2 years from now, will take over the decision power of the people that think they know all. We can't. Machines are far, far better in taking many, many decisions on assortment, on pricing and on promotions. So I'd say that's step one. Then actually step two is realize that everything that we can know about every single customer can't be in the head of ourselves. Actually, the actual behavior of customers goes even further. And what we don't provide today is the support that if something is out of stock, that we at the spot help our customers to tell them what is a kind of nice replacement. But that I can only do that if I know you. If you are having diabetes, I cannot actually afford myself to propose something that is sugar containing. I should give you the right alternative for the product that's not on shelf. So I need to know you, I need to process the data, I need to do that on a real-time basis, and then I can provide you services that really count. And that real-time basis, I think, is getting more and more important. You can wait for it or you can anticipate it. And I think the company I'm working for, Ahold Delhaize, has chosen to anticipate it and actually start working these kind of concepts, which I would say are very, very much in the heart of personalization, but very, very much in the heart of our customers and hopefully the 50% of customers that deliver 110% of business versus today. Having so much knowledge about customers is unique. And that is a unique, Stuart was saying it was data is oil. I would say insights is actually the biggest thing we have as a retailer. And using the insights properly is one of the obligations that we do have towards our customers. And actually, if you separate, for example, the data department from the merchandisers, from the marketeers, from the operators in your companies, then actually what you do is you're wasting the assets that you have available to make a far better business. But the best way to measure if we make people loyal is just to understand what share of spend, what share of wallet we get from them. And that share of wallet is difficult, because if you want to measure, and I think many of you here will recognize that if you try to measure share of wallet, you say, I don't know the wallet of the customer. That actually translates the loyalty data and POS data of customers with an algorithm in between to a share of wallet outcome that we can measure per customer. And if that's a reliable measure, suddenly we are able to put a price on loyalty. And there are many new companies that enter the area of payment. And they don't do that because of the payment. They do that because of the data. Because they want to know where people spend their money. How people spend their money is actually, that's even more of a holy grail. So the more you're able to approach that, the more you're able actually to get 360 pictures and 360 organizations in place, actually to get that picture of customers, the better it is. But I'd say watch out, because Apple Pay is in France as well. And they're not here to make a little bit of money out of each payment. They're here actually to know what your customers are doing. And what we see as a key and golden asset today, tomorrow can be a threat actually to us as well.